Have you ever looked at a regular old bicycle and thought, man, this thing is just way too slow? Like, what if you could actually make a bicycle that runs at absolute lightning speed, completely transforming it from a simple pedal bike into a high-powered machine that leaves everyone in the dust? Well, today we are going to dive into one of the most insane, brilliant DIY mechanical projects you have ever seen. And I promise you, by the end of this, you are going to look at scrap metal and old bike parts in a completely different way. Most people see a broken down frame or a rusty chain and think it belongs in the trash, but real builders see pure potential, and that is exactly what we are breaking down today. Imagine taking a standard, everyday bicycle frame, something you could find in anyone's garage or even a scrapyard, and completely re-engineering it from the ground up to achieve mind-blowing velocity. We aren't talking about just slapping a tiny motor on the back and calling it a day. We are talking about a deep structural transformation that utilizes clever mechanical craftsmanship, customized gear setups, and a powerhouse power source to create a ride that defies expectations. The sheer engineering brilliance behind a build like this is something that keeps you hooked from the very first weld to the moment the rubber actually hits the pavement. When you start a project like this, the first major hurdle is always stability and structural integrity. A standard bicycle frame is designed for human leg power, which means it is built to handle relatively low speeds and minimal stress. But when you're aiming for lightning speed, you have to reinforce everything. Every joint, every tube, and every bracket has to be perfectly aligned and welded with precision to ensure that the entire machine doesn't just vibrate itself to pieces the second you twist the throttle. Watch closely how the frame is modified, with additional support bars meticulously measured, cut, and welded into place to create a rock-solid foundation that can handle the massive torque and high rotational forces that are about to be unleashed. Once the frame is structurally capable of handling serious power, the next massive puzzle to solve is the drivetrain and transmission system. How do you efficiently transfer that high-speed energy directly to the rear wheel without snapping chains or throwing gears? This is where true mechanical genius shines. Instead of relying on standard flimsy bike components, builders often construct custom sprocket systems utilizing heavy-duty chains and precisely calculated gear ratios. It's a delicate balance because if your gearing is too low, you get plenty of torque but zero top-end speed. And if it's too high, the engine will bog down and struggle to move at all. Finding that absolute sweet spot is a masterclass in backyard physics, and seeing the custom machined parts smoothly interlock is incredibly satisfying. But a brilliant frame and a perfect drivetrain mean absolutely nothing without the heart of the beast, the power source. This is where things get truly wild. Builders will often adapt unexpected engines or high-output electric motors, sometimes even sourcing them from old machinery, lawnmowers, or specialized electric kits to give the bike its blistering speed. Mounting the power source requires absolute perfection, ensuring the weight distribution is perfectly balanced so the rider doesn't lose control at high velocities. Every custom mount has to be fabricated from scratch, aligning the drive shaft perfectly with the newly engineered rear assembly. It's a process of trial and error, constant measuring, and meticulous adjustments, but when that power source finally sits perfectly in the chassis, you know you are looking at something legendary. As the build progresses, the level of detail only intensifies. You have to consider the fuel system or battery management, wiring up custom throttles, and ensuring that the control layout feels completely intuitive for the rider. And let's not forget about the brakes. Going lightning fast is incredibly fun, but stopping safely is a whole different story. Upgrading the stopping power with heavy-duty disc brakes or reinforced mechanical calipers is absolutely non-negotiable when you're pushing a custom machine to its absolute limits. Every single component, from the handlebars down to the reinforced tires, is systematically optimized for peak performance and maximum reliability. Watching the final assembly come together is like watching a work of art being finished. The raw metal parts, the custom fabrications, and the mechanical linkages all seamlessly unite into a singular, cohesive speed machine. It represents countless hours of hard work, grit, and pure creative ingenuity. It proves that you don't need a multi-million-dollar factory to build something truly extraordinary. All you really need is the right vision, the right tools, and the determination to bring an amazing idea to life. When you see the finished bike standing there, ready for its maiden voyage, the anticipation is absolutely palpable. Then comes the moment of truth, the test ride. Taking a homemade machine out onto an open stretch of road to see what it can really do is the ultimate payoff. As the throttle twists open and the power kicks in, you can instantly see the sheer speed and responsiveness of the build. It accelerates with a fierce intensity, tearing down the path and completely blurring the background as it reaches speeds a regular bicycle could never dream of achieving. It's an exhilarating validation of everything that went into the build, showing that with enough creativity and mechanical know-how, you can truly turn the ordinary into the absolutely extraordinary. Building something like this reminds us of the incredible joy of making things with our own two hands and pushing the boundaries of what is possible. It inspires you to look at the world around you and think about how you can innovate, create, and build your own path. If you enjoyed watching this incredible journey of mechanical transformation and want to see more mind-blowing DIY projects, builds, and creative ideas, make sure to show some love. Hit that like button, leave a comment with your favorite part of the build, and follow for more epic content. By the way, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? Drop your location in the comments so I can personally thank you.